morning, everyone. I just thought it was about time to do a garden update for our fall garden. So let me see if I can change the camera around so you can see. Okay, here is the angel hair squash, and they've got some beautiful blooms going on, and they're getting pretty big. And the good thing is here we are still in the upper 80s and the low 90s. It was 92 yesterday. This is the little cabbage. No, I'm sorry. This is the cauliflower. This is the cabbage, which they're getting big. And this is the broccoli. And these are all tiny cabbages. And kale, Swiss chard, and pak choy. It's the same thing as bok choy, but this is the English version. Okay, and then we've got all the radishes. Ooh, okay, here are the radishes. They're coming up slowly. Let me get on this side so there's no shadow. And some of them need to be thin, but I'm waiting until they get a little larger. Radishes are going crazy, and here's some baby beets. And we planted exactly 2 weeks ago. And our first frost is not going to be until sometime in December, probably towards the middle or the end. Here's some carrots. They're not very big yet. And I've done an experiment on some let's go down here. Onions are not wanting to come up, or the chives. But I've done an experiment. I mixed gardening soil in with the dirt that we tilled up here on this side and planted okra and onions. And then on this side, I did not add gardening soil, and I planted okra and some onions. Well, the onions are coming up on the side that have no gardening soil in it, just the soil that was here that we tilled up. But the side that I mixed gardening soil, the onions are not coming up yet. So we have a lot of okra, but we eat a lot of gumbo and okra and tomatoes, things like that. And here's the zucchini. They're doing pretty good. This guy's kind of big. Well, bigger than the other ones, rather. And these little guys are the peas. And they're starting to get their little shoots already. If I can get him in there. So they're doing good. And these are butternut squash. Getting sort of big. And I'm in the camera again. Let me remember to stay on this side. Now I planted angel hair squash, zucchini squash, and butternut squash. Because I like squash. And the lettuce is starting to come up. The lettuce and the onions are the slowest, which makes me worry. These lettuce here are not sprouting at all yet. But I tell you what, since rabbits like lettuce, rabbits do not like garlic, so I planted some garlic cloves right in the center of my lettuce, and they're doing good. And that was just store-bought. I just planted them there for the smell, and they started sprouting. But that's good. Maybe it will keep the rabbits away. And another thing I wanted to tell y'all is that if any of y'all are on food stamps and don't know, you can buy vegetable seeds and vegetable plants on the food stamps in case you want to do a garden in case everything goes bad, because I was at HEB yesterday and some of the shelves were getting pretty slim in areas. Not completely, but they were getting slim. And I have heard many people talking on YouTube that we're going to be in another lockdown. So if you haven't, even if you can't, you're in an area where you cannot plant a fall garden, maybe try, a heat pad or a heat lamp to grow you some food. Just in case we go into lockdown, you don't want to be able to not eat. I'd hate to see anybody starving out there because we can't get anything. But I'm just so proud of these guys. These are the spaghetti squash, and this is like my 6th or 7th blooms that's going on here. So we'll be having, these won't be too long before they're ready. But I cheated on these. These did not come from seed. I bought these guys, but they were tiny when I bought them, and they're huge now. And they've only been planted for 2 weeks. And I have a lot of flowers that's already bloomed and closed up, so they're getting ready to make the fruit of the squash. Anyways, I just wanted to give y'all a small update on how the garden was doing and tell y'all about food stamps. If y'all do get food stamps, you can buy. There's no sign telling you that you can buy the vegetables or the seeds with food stamps, but they go through because I did it. I've bought 6 different plants, vegetable plants, and then a bunch of seeds. But I don't know. I lost my train of thought, guys. I hope everybody's doing well and having a blessed weekend. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.